So, welcome everyone. So, today we are going to discuss about one of the real-time project. Okay. So, enterprise project. One of the real-time enterprise project. సో, ఆ ఎంటర్‌ప్రైజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో, మన బ్యాంకులు ఉన్నాయి గదా! సో, బ్యాంక్స్ కానీ, ఎల్ఐసి ఆఫీసెస్ కానీ, ఏదైనా గవర్నమెంట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ కానీ, చిన్న చిన్న ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్‌ని ఏమంటామంటే ఎంటర్‌ప్రైజ్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రైజ్ నెట్వర్క్స్ అంటారు. అక్కడ ఉండే నెట్వర్క్ టోపాలజీని ఏమంటారు? ఎంటర్‌ప్రైజ్ నెట్వర్క్స్ అంటారు. ఓకే. యాహ్! సో, లెట్స్ సీ. సో, ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్‌ని ఇప్పుడు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం. ఓకే. సో, దిస్ ఈస్ అనదర్ రియల్ టైమ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. ఓకే. నాట్ దిస్. లెట్స్ ఓపెన్ ద రీసెంట్ వన్. ఓకే. సో, యెస్టర్‌డే మనం ఏం చేసాం? డీఎస్‌సీపీ ల్యాబ్ చేసాం గదా! సో, దిస్ ఈస్ ఎ డీఎస్‌సీపీ ల్యాబ్. ఓకే. లెట్స్ కీప్ ఇట్ అసైడ్. ఇవన్నీ పక్కన పెట్టేద్దాం. ఐ యామ్ గోయింగ్ టు డిలీట్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే. ఐ యామ్ ఆల్సో డిలీటింగ్ దిస్. ఆల్సో డిలీటింగ్ దిస్. ఓకే. సో, ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ రైట్ కేర్‌ఫుల్లీ. ఓకే. దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ రౌటర్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ సో, ఇమాజిన్ యువర్‌సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే. అందరూ ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోండి. మీరందరూ ఎక్కడికొచ్చారిప్పుడు? నాతో పాటు ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్యాంక్ ఆఫీస్‌కొచ్చారు. ఓకే. ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్యాంక్ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్‌కొచ్చారు. ఓకే. మనం ఇప్పుడు అందరం ఎక్కడున్నాం అందరము? ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్‌లో ఉన్నాం. జస్ట్ ఇమాజిన్. జస్ట్ ఇమాజిన్. ఓకే. సో, వర్చువల్‌గా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోండి. సో, యూ జస్ట్ బిలీవ్ థట్. ఓకే. ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోండి. దెన్ ఐ విల్ షో యూ ఎలా ఉంటుందనేది. సో, ఇక్కడ చూడండి. ఎస్‌బీఐ ఆఫీస్. ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్. ఓకే. ఓకే. ఈ ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ నెట్వర్క్ ఏంటి? ఇది ఆల్రెడీ మనం యెస్టర్‌డే చేసాం గదా! ఈ నెట్వర్క్ అంతా మనం ఆల్రెడీ డీఎస్‌సీపీ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసాం. సేమ్ థింగ్ ఇదే ఉంది. ఓకే. నౌ ఇది పక్కన పెట్టేస్తే జస్ట్ ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు పుల్ దిస్ హియర్. ఇది డిలీట్ చేసేద్దాం. అవసరం లేదు. ఓహ్ మై గుడ్‌నెస్! ఓకే. నో ప్రాబ్లమ్. లెట్ మీ డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ ద స్విచ్. ఓకే. మెయిన్ రౌటర్ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసిన రౌటర్ అయితే ఉంది కదా! లెట్ ఇట్ బి. సో, ఇదంతా ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసుకోండి. ఓకే. ఇది రౌటర్ గదా! మన ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ ఇది. ఇది ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ అండ్ ఇందులో వాడే నెట్వర్క్ ఇది. ఓకే. దిస్ ఈస్ ద డీహెచ్‌సిపి సర్వర్. ఓకే. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్? దిస్ ఈస్ డీహెచ్‌సిపి సర్వర్. ఇందులోనే కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసాం. ఇందులో ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ రౌటర్ కాబట్టి ఇది ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ రౌటర్. ఓకే. ఇక్కడ ఏది కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసాం మనం 6/0 రైట్? వి కాన్ఫిగర్ 6/0 ఎనీథింగ్ హియర్. ఆ! ఏంటిది? అసలు ఏం జరుగుతుంది భయ్యా ఈడ? ఓకే. లెట్స్ డిలీట్ దిస్. దిస్ ఈస్ ఎ స్విచ్ 1. ఓకే. ఫైన్. పర్ఫెక్ట్‌లీ ఫైన్. ఓకే. Cool. So I'm connecting the cables here. Okay. This is a lab we have done yesterday. Everyone, right? Everyone knows it, right? Okay. Okay. So ఏంటిది? It's a DHCP server. We did it yesterday. ఓకే. ఇది. ఇది ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ఎ డీహెచ్‌సిపి సర్వర్ వి కాన్ఫిగర్డ్. ఇది రౌటర్. ఈ రౌటర్‌లోనే డీహెచ్‌సిపి సర్వీస్ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసాం. ఓకే. ఇదంతా డీహెచ్‌సిపి రన్ అవుతుంది ఇందులో. ఇందులో వాడే నెట్వర్క్ ఏంటి? ఇది. ఇదేంటిది? ఇది ఐపీ అడ్రెస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ అండ్ 192.168.1.0 ఇస్ ద నెట్వర్క్. సో, ఇది R1 కదా! ద డివైస్ షుడ్ బి హియర్ అట్ ద బార్డర్. ఓకే. అది. సో, ఇది లాన్ ఏరియా నెట్వర్క్ అనమాట. సో, ఒక ఆఫీస్ మీకు పిక్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూపిస్తాను. ఏదైనా సరే. డిసెంబర్ 2nd. ఇఫ్ యూ సీ రైట్. ఓకే. పిక్స్ అన్నీ ఏవి లోడ్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఇక్కడ. ఆ! ఓకే. ఆర్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ థిస్? మీరు ఏదైనా ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్యాంక్ ఆఫీస్‌కెళ్తే ఇలాంటి ర్యాక్ ఒకటి అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారా? రైట్ సైడ్‌లో టాప్‌లో ఉంటది. ఎవరైనా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసారా?
Yes,
యాహ్! ఎప్పుడు
I also observe this is
ఎప్
not I.
ఎప్పుడైనా ఎళ్తే అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి.
Yes, sir, observe చేస్తున్నాను.
యాహ్!
ఐడియా
సో,
స్టార్
ఇలాంటి స్మాల్ ర్యాక్ ఒకటుంటుంది. ఇందులో ఏముంటుంది? ఒక రౌటర్ ఉంటుంది. ఒక స్విచ్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? సో, ఈ కింద ఉంది చూసినారా ఇది? ఈ కింద ఉండేదే రౌటర్. సిస్కో రౌటర్. ఓకే. అండ్ అండ్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నా నేను? ఓకే. ఈ కింద ఉండేదే సిస్కో రౌటర్. అండ్ ఇక్కడ పైనుంది గదా! ఇది స్విచ్. సో, ఏంటి? ఈ రౌటర్ ఏంటి? మన డీఎన్ఎస్ సర్వీస్ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసినాం గదా! ఆ రౌటర్ ఇది. దానికి కనెక్ట్ అయిన స్విచ్ ఏంటి ఇది. ఈ యాష్ కలర్ కేబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి గదా! ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అవుతాయి? మీ కంప్యూటర్స్ కనెక్ట్ అయితాయి. ఒక 5, 6 మాక్సిమం ఒక ఎస్‌బీఐ బ్రాంచ్ ఆఫీస్‌లో ఎన్ని కంప్యూటర్స్ ఉంటాయండి? మాక్సిమం 5-10 అంతే గదా! అంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయా? అంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉంటారా? యెస్ ఆర్ నో? Please confirm, right? So when you visit a branch office, right? In any SBI branch office or any LIC branch office or any small company, any small office, you will see this kind of rack. It is mounted on the wall, top of the wall, right? So in this rack, you will see this is a router, okay, and this is the switch, okay. So this router is connected to the switch, so it is connected through yellow cable here. This is called uplink cable, okay. This switch is connected to the router, and if you see closely, this ash cables, right, this is are connected to the computers, the back end, okay. So the back side, the cables, all the cables are connected to the computers. If you see, right, this is, let me share one more thing here. Oh, my demo. Yeah, if you see this pic, right, during demo class also I show you my pic when I was working as a field engineer. See, if you observe carefully, right? Oh God. Where is it? Here. Okay. So if you see, right, this is a rack. Everyone able to see my screen? Everyone,
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
So please observe closely what exactly I'm showing here now. So this is a rack. Generally, you will see in small organization. This is a sub treasury office, government office. In this government office also, you will see this kind of rack. And whatever you see, right, this is called router. And top, you will see the switch. So the router is connected to the switch. Okay. The switch again connected back to the devices. See, this is a pipe, right? This pipe. Through this pipe, all the cables are connected to through respective computers. See, this is one computer, okay. From here to the back end, it is connected to the cable, okay, switch. This computer is connected to the switch here, and again this switch is connected to the router. Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the same thing I'm also showing here. So generally 80%, 99, 100%, all SBI branches, LIC branches, all banks, government offices, we call small enterprise network, okay. We call small enterprise network. Now just imagine this thing, okay. This is a router, whatever you have seen, right? Okay, here, let's show you. So whatever R1 it is, right, this is a router here. This is a router, or else you can consider my PPT image, okay. This is a router which I have taken here in this lab, okay. This router you can consider as a this one, and this switch, right, this switch you can consider as a dealing switch like this one, okay. And these are the computers, okay. Now everyone understood the topology. If you understood the topology, I'll start explaining the stuff, okay. So now I'm going to explain routing technologies. So what is routing technology? So let's start this. So routing technologies, you will see all these are routers, right, everyone. So these are the routers. So these are the small routers and these are the big routers. Based on your requirement, you will purchase the router. And now we are at small bank office, okay. There we have only 5 to 10 computers. You need a small router, so you purchase that router. Now how they will get the internet, okay. How they will get the internet exactly, okay. So I'll explain you, okay, clearly. So now Routing technologies. What do you mean by routing? What do you mean by routing? Where you will see this routing technologies? Which layer you will see?
Layer 3
Layer 3, right? So layer 3 devices, what are the layer 3 devices?
routers.
So yes, routers. So routing, you need to configure your routing protocols to get the, you know, to get the routes. Okay. First of all, I will explain later about routing. So this is your branch office and this is your router and you need a internet connection, right? You need a internet connection. Let's see. Let's take router. This is another router. This is another router. Okay. What we call this is Airtel router. Okay. So you're getting an internet connection from Airtel and this is Tata. Okay. So why two internet connections? If you closely observe in any bank, right, you need a two ISPs, two internet connections. In your mobile phone also, you have two SIMs, right? If one network is not working, you will call from another network. You have a backup redundancy. Similarly, it's a bank. So bank need 24 into 7 internet, right? In case if anything happened to the in Airtel, it gets the internet from Tata. So there is no, you know, there is no interruption for to access the internet. So because the bank is always trying to, do huge transactions, millions of transactions. During transactions, simple. If you're doing phone pay, during phone pay transactions, if you don't have any internet connection properly, phone pay will not succeed at, right? Similarly, the bank is, giving a lot of services to the customers. They need internet connections to, deposit the amount, to withdraw the amount, to provide all the services to the customers. So they need two internet connections. Okay, one is active, one is standby. So now how you will configure it? Okay, how we will configure it, I'll show you. This is a real-time project, guys. Whatever you have seen on the image, right, the same thing we are implementing here. Please please carefully observe, okay, what I'm doing. So suppose in internet you will have a lot of websites. Okay, so simply I'm taking Google server, just Google. Okay, consider this is as a Google. Okay, Google device. Okay, so this is as a Google device. Consider this is as a Google device. Clear? Now if you take any internet connection, you are able to ping the Google, right? You are able to open a Google browser, Google Chrome. You can type www.google.com. You are able to open a Google search bar, right? So in Google everything is there. So sorry. So just consider these two service providers are connected to the Google. So generally these service providers are connected to the anything. So it can Airtel will connect it to the YouTube. So that's how you can access the YouTube. Okay, these are the internet service providers. If you connect it with Airtel, right, so you can access anything, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is available in the internet, right, you can access everything. Okay, however, in this topology, I'm just considering what, just Google. Okay, just I'm considering Google. So I'm just taking an example of Google. So you can consider this as a Facebook also. Okay, just I'm considering, we can because of the reachability from this PC, right? If you want to ping Google, it should ping. Okay, how exactly it will happen? So I'm just taking an example of Google and doing lab. Okay, so you can consider this is a service provider thing, whatever you see at the bottom, right? Guys, I am requesting you, everyone, whoever is doing lab, please create a LinkedIn. Everyone is having LinkedIn profile, right? Please create a LinkedIn profile. If you don't have, if you already have, right, please post whatever you're doing labs, right? Please post in group and do hashtag with our company name, and so that you will get more insights. I will repost it. My company social handle is maintained by another guy, so he will repost it, and so that you will get more insights, and HRs and the managers will see your profile, and you will get a call from them. Lot of candidates got a call like that. Okay, so you have a lot of knowledge and you're just keeping with you, that doesn't work. You have to advertise your knowledge. So what is the best platform to advertise your knowledge? LinkedIn. Okay, in Instagram you're spending a lot of time, right, unnecessarily. Spend some time on LinkedIn and advertise your daily job, whatever you're doing, whatever you're learning during this course, right? So whatever I'm giving the labs, everything you can post it. Just open the LinkedIn profile. So I'll show you my LinkedIn profile. Okay. So look at the candidates how they are doing it. I'll show you one of the example. Okay, let it open. So this is my this is my LinkedIn profile. I will show you the company LinkedIn profile. Okay. So where is the Tungabhadra Networks? Here it should be there, right? Okay. I didn't open my LinkedIn after long back. I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah. Look at this guy, Ganesh. He did it actually. See, he's posting and he's tagging this Tungabhadra Networks Private Limited as well. Okay. See what he has done. He has done same thing. It's a branch office and it's a static routing. Whatever I'm going to tell you right now, right? He implemented it. He's a previous candidate. Okay. Look at him. So look at his profile. So he's just a student, and whatever I'm teaching, right? Everything he's doing in lab and he's posting in LinkedIn, so he will get insights. Okay, at least. So I'm reposting. I used to repost, so at least people may contact you. Okay, so you can see here people may like you. Foreigners also, lot of people throughout the globe, they will look at you, they will ask for your help also. Hey, how you did this? I have seen so many things. Okay, like that. So please, whatever you're doing, right, 8+ projects I teach you in this course, all projects please post in group, and it will be very advantage for you. Okay, fine. So coming to now, so this is the thing. Okay, let's fill with this color. Which color? Okay, this is fine. Okay, okay. So whatever you see, right? So this is service provider environment. Service provider. Try to understand. Currently, this is enterprise. This is enterprise network. So the network engineers will be there in enterprise as well as service provider. Okay, this is enterprise network. Enterprise. So enterprise in the sense you need to, you know, you need to, sorry, you need to get the internet, and you will build one small network, and you're giving internet to them. Okay, whatever the computers are available, right? Maybe 5 to 10 computers or 50 computers. It's a small enterprise network. Okay, the service providers we call Tata, Airtel, Sifi, Geo. All these are service providers which are they are giving internet services to us. Okay, these are the service providers. Both ends the network engineers are available. So currently you are with me at where? You are at SBI branch office. We are doing implementation on enterprise network. However, this is not part of our job. Whatever they are doing, right? Whatever they're doing configuration on Airtel and Tata and Google. Okay, that is not our job. However, I'm going to teach you what configuration they do. Okay, basic configuration I'll teach you today. Okay, for reachability. Okay, so consider consider this is R1. Okay, this is R2. Okay, this is R3. Okay, this is router 4. Okay, everyone understood so far what I'm saying? Any questions? All good? Is it interesting? So let's see. I'll teach you some protocols and let's implement today. If you initiate a ping from PC1 to Google, it will be ping. Okay. So let's consider the Google IP address. The original IP address is 8.8.8. Okay. Today I'm going to teach you one more new thing. I'll show you now. But let's understand the topology first. Everyone understood this? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Okay. So let's turn on one by one. Start and start and start and start. Okay, so first first make sure. Okay, sorry. So I'm going to teach you routing protocols today. Routing protocols. So routing protocols, what do you mean by routing protocols? So you have two paths to reach the Bangalore. From Hyderabad to Bangalore, how you will reach? Via Karnool, Anantapur, Bangalore, or else you can go to Vijayawada, Tirupati, and Bangalore. So how many available paths you have to reach the Bangalore? you have two paths. So what is the best path, right? What is the best path? It's whatever it is taking very less time, right? Good road and all. So we will take that path as a best path. Open your Google Maps and check it. It will show you the best path. So the Google Maps behind, which protocols they're using routing protocols. Okay. Yeah. So try to understand routing in the sense, so it will enable the communication between the networks. So there are a lot of networks here. Okay. Now you have to assign a point to point IP address, guys. Okay. Try to understand what exactly I'm telling you. So you can take any network between the routers. Suppose router 1 and router 3 is there. You can take any network between these two point to point link. But I'm giving you a shortcut. I'm teaching you a shortcut now so that you can easily build a lab. So building the lab is very important. So remembering the IP addresses is very hectic part. So I'm teaching you. So you can take a classy IP address 192.168. Now it's R1 and R3, right? So it's 1 and 3. Take a 13 network, 13.0/24. It's very easy to remember, right? Now, what IP address you have to assign on G2/0? Just consider here 192.168. It's a 13 network, right? 13.1. Okay. Take 13.1 here. Okay. And here. Please go on mute, guys. Why you turn on your mic? I'll ask you if you have any questions. Okay. So this here it's R3, right? Take 13.3. So you can take anything. You can take 13.1 to 13.254. Those are the usable IP addresses in 13 network. You can take anything. But to remember easily, I'm taking these IP addresses. On R1 side, 13.1. On R3 side, 13.3. So that I can remember the IP addresses easily. Not only 13 network, you can take any network, whatever network you want, you can take. Okay. But you're building a big lab. How can you remember the point to point IP addresses, right? If you give the IP addresses randomly, if you assign the IP addresses randomly, how can you remember? So this is a shortcut. You can easily do that. Now if you understood this, tell me what network I can take between R1 and R2. Please tell me.
23.1, sir.
R1 and R2. R1 and R2.
12, 12,
12, sir,
12,
12.
sir.
Very
1,
good.
2.
12.0 network /24. Now, what IP address can I assign on G1/0 here? 12 dot.
2.
12.1.
Very good.
1, 2,
12.1 on here. And here on R2 G1/0 interface, 12 dot.
12.2.
Very good. 12.2.
12.2.
Okay. Now tell me what network I can take between R2 and R4. 192.168.
24.
Very good. 24 dot.
0, sir.
0.
Okay. 24.0. Okay. And now on here, what IP address I can assign? 24 dot.
24.1 or 24.2.
Very good. 24.2 here and here.
24.4.
Very good. That's how. So you can easily remember. Okay. Now here also between 3 and 4. It's 3 and 4, right? Always take a network from low number to high number. Okay. So it's a 3 and 4, right? So it's what network you can take here?
34.
34.
Very good. 34.0. And now here on 34 dot. So what IP address you can
4.
configure? 4.
4.
Very good.
4.
34.2.
34.4 I can configure here. Okay. And here 34.3.
1.
3 3, man. It's a
3,
R3
3.
network, yeah, right? So this is a first lab. It's a first lab. It's the biggest lab you're doing for the first time, right? So that I'm assigning all IP addresses like this. Going forward, I'm not going to teach you all this. You have to remember. You have to do this by your own. Okay. So this is the thing. Now this is a loopback IP address. So today I'm going to discuss one thing. So let's open a Google router first. Okay. So it's a Google router. Hostname is already assigned. Go to the configure terminal. So how many interfaces we have? Show IP interface brief. So all these are physical IP addresses. Okay. Whatever you see, right? All these are physical interfaces. Okay. So now today I'm going to tell you one new interface called virtual interface. That is called loopback interface. What do you mean by loopback interface? It's a logical interface. It's a virtual interface which never goes down. Okay. Once you create this interface, it will be always up. Why they are using loopback interface? So in routing environment, they use loopback. You will come to know soon. Okay, after 2 days, you will come to know. But understand what is loopback now. Okay, loopback is a virtual interface. It's a logical interface. Once you create this, it will always up. You no need to give no shutdown command. So shall we configure loopback? Let's see. Interface loopback. Okay, and you can give any number. So this is the range 0 to 21 million. You can take any number. Okay, I'm just taking 0 to remember easily. So once I create a loopback, right? See, the port is up. I haven't given any shutdown command. So the port is changed to up state, right? That's why it's a virtual interface. It's a logical interface. It will always up. Okay, it's always up. Why this interface they are using? Logical interface, that you will come to know soon. Okay, when you learn about BGP, you will come to know. But try to understand this is a loopback, and we can assign the loopback IP address as 8.8.8. Okay, IP address. What is IP address we are going to assign? 8.8.8.8. And here we are giving the subnet mask as slash
Slash 24.
32. Slash 32 is,
Okay.
if you give slash 32. Bro, I'm getting my echoes. Please mute, man. Check your mic settings and all. If you logged in from two devices, I'm getting echoes. So please fix that issue. Okay. So I'm giving slash 32 here. Slash 32 in the sense subnet mask is 255, 255, 255. Why? This is the only IP address available. There is no point to point. Only one IP address is available. Okay, that is belongs to loopback. That's it. Okay, this is a loopback IP address. We used to give like this. Okay, slash 24. You may have 254 available IP addresses. Sorry, but we are not giving any slash 24 here. It's slash 32. It means only one IP address is available that we are assigning to the loopback. Everyone understood what is loopback address? It's a logical address. Now check it. Show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. See, bottom you will see the loopback and the IP address is this, and its interface is up. Have you given any no shutdown command here? No. Once you because it's a logical interface, this interface always up. Now see, this is it. Now let's configure Google router interfaces. What are the interfaces here? Now you have to help me what IP address I'm going to configure. Okay, so what are the interfaces, physical interfaces you can see on Google router?
G2/0,
Very good.
G3/0.
G2/0 interface G2/0. Okay, quickly tell me. IP
IP
address 192.168.24.4, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So we
No,
just
sir.
give,
13
huh?
G2 by 2, we are assigning a 192.168.13.1, right?
So check it where I'm on. I'm on Google router.
Oh,
Understood?
okay, okay, sir.
I'm on
Okay.
Google router.
Understood.
I
Yes, sir.
entered into the G2/0 interface. What is the IP address here? 24.4, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
So yeah, no shutdown. And one more interface, exit one. You can come back one step. And what is the interface again? G3/0, right? IP address 192.168.34.
34.4.
Okay. So everyone understood? No shutdown. Everyone understood? Once you configure the IP addresses, check show IP interface. Show IP interface brief. See, I have configured 24.4 on G2/0. I have configured 34.4 on G3/0 and loopback. So you have to verify after configuring the IP address. Please execute show IP interface brief and validate the configuration. Okay. The port should be up. The IP should be the correct IP. Okay. So anyone having any questions now? Anyone having any questions? I just assigned the IP addresses on the interface as we discussed as per the topology.
Sir, we can assign any IP address to
That's
loopback,
what I
right?
said. That's what I said. You can take any IP addresses, dude. That's what I said before going to take this numbering, right? You can take anything. To build a lab, I need to remember this IP addresses easily. That's why I have taken. Okay, you can take anything you want, but you need to remember, right? To do troubleshooting, you need to remember the IP addresses and all. To remember easily, I'm just giving this shortcut. If you follow this shortcut, it's up to you. If you don't want to follow this shortcut, it's also up to you. You can take anything you want. Going forward, you will face difficulties. Okay, but it's up to you. Okay, you can practice it with different IP schema also. But you need IP addresses on the interfaces, right? Routers. So this is 34.0 network. This is 24.0 network. This is 12.0 network. This is 13.0 network. All are different networks. Okay. So all are different networks. If you want to enable the communication between two different networks, you need a routing protocols. So you need a routing protocols. What routing protocols you need? What routing protocols you need? So you have three types of routing protocols. One is static routing, one is default routing, another one is dynamic routing. Okay, so dynamic routing. So static routing means static routing means you need to add the routes manually. Suppose show IP route. Okay, look at here carefully. So what are the routes here? You can see 24.0 network is there, 34.0 network is there, and 8.8 is there. These are directly connected. Okay, if I want to ping 13.1 or something 13.3 or 34 dot network or 24 dot network or 12.0 network, any IP address. Okay, if I want to ping any IP address right here, that IP address should be there in my routing table. See, if you want to deliver any package, right, you need to know the address, right? Then only will deliver. You need to know the destination address, then only you will deliver the package. Here also, if you want to reach any IP address, that IP address oh my god, sorry. That IP address should be there in routing table. This is the routing table. Now tell me, this is a routing table. Do you have route to reach 13.1 here? 13.1 IP address is available here in routing table?
No, no.
No, right? What you need to do, you need to configure a routing protocol. You can configure a dynamic routing protocols called OSPF, EHRP, ISIS. So that is dynamic. So dynamically it will advertise the routes and you will learn it. Now I'm not going to teach you dynamic routing protocols. Tomorrow I will start that. Now I'm going to teach you static routing. What do you mean by static routing? You need to add the routes manually to this routing table. Now there is no routes in routing table. How many routes are missed here? See, now I want to reach this IP address is, what is this IP address? Let's see. 192.168.1.1, right? Yes or no? Okay. Let's see. Let's start this. Start and open this PC1. Why it's okay? Let's see. So IP DHCP. The DORA is going on. Let's see whether it will learn or not. Oh, still it is discovering. It is discovering in the sense I want to check on R1. It is not able to find the DHCP server. Let's see. And R1, do I have the IP address or not? Okay. It's a DHCP server. Show run section DHCP. So it will show you the DHCP. See, DHCP configuration is there. I would like to check show IP interface brief. So C 6/0 is not configured. Let's configure it. Config terminal interface Ethernet 6/0. What is the IP address we need to configure? The gateway 1.1.100 and the subnet mask. Okay, done. No shutdown. I have to save this configuration. Okay, done. Now the PC1 will resolve it. Okay, see it will try to find the offer release acknowledgement is done. Now it's get the IP address. So the IP address is 1.1. Now listen carefully. I'm on Google router. I'm on PC. Okay, this is PC. I want to ping. What I want to ping? Ping Google 8.8.8. This is our target. Are we able to ping? No. So it is not pinging. It is showing what? Destination unreachable, host unreachable. Right? It means we are not pinging. We are not pinging. See, Type 3 code 1 destination host unreachable. We are not able to reach it. So how you need to enable you need to do configuration, right? You need to advertise the routes. There are a lot of things to do. Okay, let me explain one by one. So you are on Google. On Google router, there are a lot of routes are missed. So today I'm going to discuss about static routing. What do you mean by static routing? You need to add the routes manually into this routing table. Now, if you go this path, Google to Airtel, Airtel to your SBI branch office router, from router to here. How many networks are available here? This path.
2, sir.
So one is 24.0. This 24.0 is there. Okay. Another one is 12.0 and another one is 1.0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in Google router, for in this path, how many networks are missed?
2.
Two,
Two, right?
two,
Two,
sir.
right? One is 12.0, another one
12,
is 1.0,
1.0.
1.00, and one more. And this path, how many networks are missed?
2, sir.
What are those?
13.0, 1.0.
So 1.0 is already there, right? Total in this path and this path, total how many networks are missed in this Google router?
3,
3
sir.
routes, sir.
3.
Oh, right? One is 12.0, one is 13.0, one is 1.0. Yes? Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So those missing routes we need to add into the routing table. Then only you are able to ping. Okay. Shall we add it? So by using
Yes, sir.
how are we adding static routing? Everyone, are you able to understand what I'm saying? If you want to ping any destination IP, that IP should be there in routing table. Not only the destination IP, the path, whatever the path it is going. So that's the problem here. So static routing, if you want to configure a static routing, you need to know the topology. In the topology, you need to know the destination network. So what is the way? I will show you the syntax, how to configure a static routing. Now tell me. I, I I'll give a hint to you. You can tell me. Okay. I'm doing static routings. The syntax of static routing is IP route. Okay. So IP route. And what is the destination IP we need to add? What? Tell me the network which is not there in the routing table.
192.168.12.0.
Okay. 12.0 go and this subnet mask. Okay. Okay. And to reach this 12.0, what is the gateway? Next, you need to give the gateway.
Next
This is
hop
the
IP address.
yes. Next stop IP address is what?
192.168.24.2, sir.
24.2. This is called static route. Everyone able to understand. So listen carefully here. So IP route, this is the syntax to do static routing. IP route, I'm adding this route manually into the routing table. What is the route? It is 12.0. Okay. And this subnet mask. And to reach the 12.0, what is the gateway? 24.2. This is the next hop. R2 is the next hop. And the gateway is G2/0 interface IP address 24.2. You can give this as well, or else you can give R4 exit interface. You can give. You can just give, instead of gateway, you can give gigabit Ethernet. What is that gigabit Ethernet? 2/0. You can give exit interface. Hey, to reach 12.0, please exit through 2/0. You can give like this, or else just give the IP address of the next hop. What is that? 192.168.24.2. Generally, in real time, we use precisely with IP addresses. Okay. So that's it. Just enter it. And one more route. What is the route it is?
192.168.1.0.
24.2.
Very good. Okay. No,
4.4.
no. What is that?
1.0.
1
0.
1.0. Hello. First of
So
all,
1.0.
apart from 1.0, this path you can say 13.0 you can take first. Okay, 13.0. And what is the next top IP for to reach 13.0?
34.3, sir.
Okay, very good. 34.3. Everyone understood? Guys, I need a response from everyone. Only one guy is answering. If you're not able to understood, I'll explain you again and again and again. Okay. So I have to see. Please mute, brother. I'm getting echoes. Everyone able to understand what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you
Yes,
please
sir.
put
Sir,
a
can you
cursor on it and please show that where you go to root, sir? Can you please show the root using your cursor, sir?
So this is what I'm doing, man. So this is the
No, no,
cursor.
on the screen, sir, not in interface, sir. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's
See, that's it. See, I'm talking. See, I'm on Google Router. I asked you, what are the routes missing in this routing table? What are the routes missing in this routing table? This is a Google Router, right? So to reach 1.1.1.1, so how many paths you have? Two paths you have. So in these two paths, how many networks we have? 24.0, 34.0, 12.0, 13.0, and 1.0. Okay. So in these networks, you have 12.0, sorry, you have 24.0 and 34.0 also there, and that's it. Only two networks are available. Remaining networks are missing, right? What is that? 12.0 is missing, and 13.0 is missing, and 1.0 is missing. So we need these networks in routing table. Then only you are able to reach you are able to ping, right? So in routing table, it is not there. So that I'm adding these routes manually by using static routing. That is called static routing. What do you mean by static routing? I'm adding these routes, missing routes, into the routing table manually. How you will add? This is the syntax. IP route, it means IP routing table. I'm adding this network 12.0 with the subnet mask. To reach 12.0, what is the next hop? This is a path. This is a path, right? This is a path. Okay. To reach 12.0, what is the next hop? 24.2 is the next hop. Understood, brother? To reach this path. To reach
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
12.0, 24.2 is the next hop. Similarly, I'm adding 13.0 network. Where is 13.0 resides? Here. Okay. To reach 13.0, this is a path. So now what is the next hop here? 34.3, right? This is it. 34.3. Understood? Now we have to give 1.0. To reach 1.0, you have two paths. Which path you need to give? To reach 1.0, you have one is 24.2, one is 34.3. Which one you can give?
We will give two paths, sir.
No, you cannot give two paths. You can give two paths with track number. However, currently, I'm choosing 34.3 as the best path. Just consider it. Okay. You can give two paths, but you can give administrative distance. I'll tell you later this thing. But currently, I want to give this route. If you want to reach this route 1.0, it should go via Tata. I'm not giving any Airtel now. You have to give only one, either one. Okay. So you can give two, so here you have a several routing protocols: static routing, default routing, EHRP, OSPF, and ISS. Each routing protocol is having a administrative distance. What do you mean by administrative distance? Each routing protocol will having a AD value. Administrative distance is trustworthiness of the route. It means if you go in APS RTC bus, it's very safe, right? Compared to the private travels, like that. Each and every protocol will have a administrative distance. Suppose static route AD value is 1, OSPF AD value is 10, and EIGRP is, what is the AD value of EIGRP? It's 90. Okay, like this. So if you have a routes to reach 1.0, you have three routes. One is static route, one is OSPF, and EIGRP. Which path it will choose? Whichever having the less AD value, lower AD value, that will choose. So it is having AD value of 1, right? Now I'm adding this route. The static route AD value is by default it's 1. So you can give, this AD value will be 10. You can assign manually. Okay. And you can give one more path is, what is one more path? 24.2. So you have two paths, right? You have two paths. One is via Tata, one is via Airtel. So you prefer Tata. So let's prefer Tata is a good connection. That's why I'm giving a AD value of 2, and I can give AD value of 5 here. Okay. So if you see, right, you are adding one network with two different next stops. 34.3 is one next stop, 24.2 is another next stop. But whichever having the lesser, so sorry, I have to delete this. So if you want to delete any command, right, this is it. Copy and paste it. Let's delete both first. Okay. Let's configure again. IP address. See, I want to prefer a path. Okay. I want to prefer a path with Tata. So Tata I will give administrative distance of 5. Okay. So let's do that. 34.4, 34.3, right? And I can give 5. So listen carefully. Whatever I have configured, right, I just removed it. Now I'm going to explain again. This 1.0 network is missing in the routing table, right? I'm adding it now with the two different next stops. 24.2 is one path and 34.3 is another path. But I'm considering the best path is Tata side. That's why I'm giving a administrative distance of 5 so that it will install this path. In case if this path is goes down, right, it will go via Airtel. Understood? Understood. I added same route with different. It is having two different paths. It means it is a Bangalore route. To reach the Bangalore from Hyderabad, it is having via Kurnool and another one is via Vijayawada. You can say simple. It is a two different paths, right, guys? If you are being silent, I can't understand. I'm telling any social subject or something else. Okay. So clearly, see, show IP route. Let me show you. So this is a show IP route routing table. See, this is a static route. S means what? Static. Where is it? Static. S means static. Statically, and it means manually I added this route in routing table. Earlier, is it there? Earlier it was not there. 12.0 is not there. After adding the static route, right? The route is added here statically. Okay. 12.0. What is the administrative distance by default? 1. So what is the next stop value I have given? 24.2. It means to reach 12.0 network, you must go through 24.2. Similarly, to reach 13. Network, you must go through 34.3. Till here it's clear. And what about 1.0? 1.0, I have added two routes, right? What are those routes? 1.0, I have added two routes. Oh, sorry, same route with two paths. One is 24.2, another one is 34.3. So whichever having the lesser administrative distance, this is called administrative distance. Whichever having the lesser administrative distance, 34.3. That's why 34.3 is installed here. Okay. In case this connection went down, in case the link went down, right, immediately it will take this path, Airtel path. Okay. Clear? Anyone having any questions? Please tell me. This is a syntax of static routing. Okay. So what is the syntax of static routing?
Of static routing.
So I'm on Google router here. I'm on a Google router here. Okay. Simple IP route. You want to reach 192.168.12.0 network and the subnet mask and the gateway is 192.168.24.2. This is a syntax. Okay. So whatever the network you want to advertise with subnet mask and give the next hop. Based on the topology, you need to give this path. So to configure a static route, you must know the destination IP address. It means destination network and the next hop value and the topology, right? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Whoever is not clear, please raise your hands. Whoever is not clear, please raise your hands. It means everyone is understood. Brother, don't, మిమ్మల్ని మీరు మోసం
Yes, sir.
చేసుకోకండి.
Understand. Understood, sir.
Raise your hands. Whoever is understood, raise your hands. Raise your hands. See, this is very big, only 6, 7. Okay, let's see.
Sir, please re-explain.
Hello? I'm getting a echo, that's why I muted you. What is that? Please re-explain of what?
AD
Hello?
value. You are giving AD value on the command prompt, sir.
Yeah,
5 4.
yeah. Okay. So generally, what I'm saying here is, okay, let's open this. Okay. So I'm adding 1.0 network, right? Where is 1.0? Where is 1.0 is available here? To reach 1.0 network, how many paths you have? One is via Airtel, one is via Tata. Yes or no? Okay. To reach 1.0 network, it is having two paths. Okay. Static routing, generally, if you give without giving any administrative distance, it will take by default 1. Okay. So it will not install, it will only install either Airtel or Tata. So to avoid that confusion, what I'm giving is here you can give a administrative distance manually. For this specific path, you can give AD value is 10 and other path you can give AD value is 5. You can give anything. The AD value will be starts from 1 to 255.
Sir, if you give AD value 10 to this route, AD value 10 is for OSPF, sir. Is
No, no, no. That is if you configure OSPF, it by default it will take AD value of 10. Okay. Okay. So
okay, okay, sir.
this is a static route. See, I added this. Now you can give AD value, administrative distance. This is a metric. Okay, 1 to 255 you can configure. One is by default static route, one is static route, AD value is 1. You can configure anything. 11 you can give. You can give 11. That doesn't make any difference. Okay, you can give anything. Okay, so what I have given here, I have added 10 for Airtel router, 5 for Tata. So 34.3 is towards Tata, right? Yeah. So that's why out of these two, it is having two paths to reach one destination. This is one destination. To reach one destination, it is having two paths. One is 24.2, another one is 34.3. So which one it will prefer based on the administrative distance. That's why I proved here. It installed only one path. What is that? 34.3. Are you seeing 24.2 here for this 1.0 network? No, right? No, right? So in case C, so now
See,
interface G3/0. Towards start, I am shutting down the interface. Now see, let's exit. So I'm shutting down the interface. Now show IP route. This path is down now. This path is down. Now, oh my goodness. Okay. अरे यार. So this path is down now. So whatever it is, right? The cross mark. So this is down now. Okay. So I shut down the link. Now it will install the path towards 24.2. Can we check it? Show IP route. See here, I'm on Google router, right? See here. So the 1.0 network is learn via 24.2. It means 10. Earlier, what is the path it was showing? It is learning via Tata. 5 is the administrative distance. Now this path is down and automatically it will switch over to the remaining path, Airtel 24.2. Everyone understood this,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
let's bring up this interface. Interface G3/0. Okay, no shutdown. And now show IP interface brief. Now you will see, sorry, what is that? Show IP route. You will see all the routes. So is there any route missing as per the topology? So as per the topology from Google to here, is there any route is missing? So all the routes are available, right? 24.0 is available, 34.0 is available, 12.0 is available, 13.0 is also available, and 1.0 is also available. All the routes are available. Now, can we go on Airtel router and configure quickly? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will configure.
Yes.
Guys, if you don't understand, I'll stop the class and tomorrow we can continue from scratch. I need a response because this is a very good project which I am telling you right now. So service provider, whatever we are configuring on service provider, in real time, we are not configuring any static route. But I'm explaining with the static route because you'll understand the disadvantage of static route. Okay, so you will get a good practice on routing if you do stuff like this. Okay, I need a response. Even if you don't understand, please tell me. I'll stop it.
No, sir. Continue.
Okay, fine. So now you should help me. Okay, so Okay, do show IP interface brief. So again, I need to configure IP addresses. Okay, cool. Interface G 2/0.
192.168.24.2,
Okay, perfect.
255.255.255.0.
Okay,
Interface G/G2/0.
it's G1/.
Okay, 1/.
Okay, and IP address is
168
192.168.12.2.
12.2.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, no shutdown is mandatory.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. So let's check. So IP
Brief.
routing. So just check the routing table. So 12.0 is there, 24.0 is there. It's good. Okay. Now if it is port is down, it won't show in routing table. It's up, right? You can just check the routing table. What are the routes missing here?
1.0s.
So you can think it's a Airtel router, right? You only think the perspective of Google towards 1.0. Okay. So there are two routes missing towards Google, one thing, and towards SBI branch office, right?
Yeah.
So config the sorry, sorry, configure the static route here. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me the static route syntax IP route. So first, how many routes? First towards Google, how many routes are there? First 8.8.8. It's also a route, right? IP route. So you need to configure this 255, 255, 255. To reach the 8.8.8, what is the next stop? 24.4. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is it understood? So I'm adding this 8.8.8 route, okay? Because we are going to ping the 8.8.8, right? The destination IP address is 8.8.8. All the routers should know the 8.8.8. So currently 8.8.8 is not there in my routing table. I'm adding it through that with the help of static route. So 8.8.8 and the subnet mask to reach the 8.8. What is the next stop? It's 24.2. Okay. Next, another one is what is another one? It's 1.0. 192.168.
1.0.
Okay. To reach 1.0, what is the next stop?
12.1.
12.1.
Very good. 12.1. Okay. So only two routes are missing. So this path, if you see right, Google to Airtel, Airtel to SBI branch office router, how many networks are there? 24.0, 8.8.8, 2, and 12.03 and 1.04. Total 4 networks are there. Now can we check in routing table whether these 4 networks are there? Show IP route. See, 1.0 is there, 12.0 is there, directly 24.0 is there, and 8.8.8. It is also there. Okay, all routes are available. This path, that's perfect. Only Google, we are adding both the paths routes because it is having a connection with two different paths. That's why we are adding all the routes on Google only. But Airtel router, it is having a connection with Google and SBI branch office router. That's why we are adding here. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Now go on Tata configuration. Let's do quick configuration on Tata. Okay. So what are the interfaces here? Interface G2/0. Tell me quickly. IP address 192.168.
34.3.
Very good.
255, 255, 255.
And now shutdown. And one more interface. Interface
Uh,
G1/0. Guys, if you see carefully here, I'm not giving any exit here. Okay. You cannot give any exit. You can
because all
direct.
the
Yeah. You can enter directly interface name here as well. It will enter. It will take the command. You don't need to come back again and enter into the interface. It will take you through. Once you start doing this right, you will more familiar with this process and you'll get some experience and you can do it. But still, for the first lab, right, use exit and precisely enter into the interface and configure the IP address. Okay, right. So what is the IP address here? 192 dot
13.3.
168 dot perfect 13.3. Excellent. And subnet mask is this. Okay, no shutdown. Always use no shutdown. Okay. Now two interfaces I have configured IP address. Now what you need to do? You need to configure the static route. What are the routes are missing in this path? IP route. Okay. So tell me first 8.8.8. Okay. Okay, 8.8.8. I'm adding it now. And what is the next hop? 192.168. 168.34.
4.
Very good.
Yeah,
And
4.0.
one more is missing. What is that? IP route 192.
192.168.1.
No. 13.1. Why, man?
That
13.0 network directly connected, right? It's directly connected, right? Why you need to add that one? 1.0 you need to add. Okay. See, 13.0 network is already added, right? The entire
Yes.
network is already added. So what is the next hop here?
13.1.
Yeah, 13.1 here it is. Okay. Now click on end, show IP route 50. So 1.0 is added.
Sir,
I'll show.
WR missing, sir. Writing, you don't write it.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that at end. Okay. I'll do that at end. Okay. Yeah. So 1.0 added and 8.8.8 added and others are directly connected. So you have all the routes in this path. What are the routes? 8.8.8 is there, 34.0 network is there, directly connected, 13.0 is already there, directly connected, and 1.0 advertised through here. Now, can we ping? Okay. Uh, 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 so now it's ready. It's ready now. Now, this is the stuff which we are not going to do anywhere, but I'm just explaining you the static route. Now you understood the static route, right? What is static route? We are adding the routes networks manually into the routing table. That is called static route. Understood? What do you mean by static route? Whatever the network you don't have in your routing table, you're going to add the route in your routing table manually. So to do that, you should know the topology, you should know the destination IP address and the next hop. So what are the things you need to configure the static route? You should know the destination address and the subnet mask and the gateway, right? If you want to add the route manually, you should know the topology, you should know the destination address, subnet mask and gateway. Understood? This is called static routing. Understood, everyone? Hello?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm going to tell you default routing. Generally, in real time, we used to implement it on this router. SBI branch in any enterprise network like SBI branch or any bank or LIC office or any government organization, right? There is a router in that organization. In that router, you configure a default route. What do you mean by default route? Can you check show IP route? Do you have 8.8.8 in your routing table? See, you don't have, right? You don't have any route in your routing table. So suppose, listen carefully. If I initiate a ping here, ping 8.8.8, the packet will arrive here. Yes or no? The packet will arrive on R1 and R1. So that is what is the source IP here? Tell me. If you initiate a ping, right? What is the source IP? 192.168.1.1. What is the
One
destination
dot.
IP? 8.8.8.8.
Yeah.
Right? You know the basics, right? If it comes here, so R1 will check destination IP. The destination IP is 8.8.8. Do I have the 8.8.8 in my routing table or not? It is not there. That's why you are getting destination unreachable message here. Destination is unreachable. Okay. So there is no route in your routing table. So in real time, in real time, it's an internet. In internet, there are a lot of websites, right? Here I'm just taking an example of Google. But in real time, you will see Google, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of websites, millions of IP addresses. Are you going to add those website IP addresses manually here? Suppose here only 3 routes are there. I'm adding static routing manually. With the help of static routing, I can add it manually. For what about 100 websites? It's in sense like 100 routes. Is it feasible? It is a big hectic, right? You cannot add it, right? So that's why what we are using here, we are using default routing. What do you mean by default routing? In case if you want to reach any IP address, if you want to reach any website, every website will have IP address, right? That IP address is not there in my routing table. Okay, then it will go to the gateway. So here, how many gateways we have? 2 ISPs. How many gateways we have? Airtel gateway and Tata gateway, right? See, if you want to go, see in my home, there are 2 bedrooms. One bedroom to another bedroom, I can go via hall. It is within the network. If I want to go different networks, if I want to go market, right, I have to go through my home gateway, right? I have to open the gate and I have to travel. Similarly, if you want to reach the different network, you should go to the gateway. You learn this during OR process, right? During OR, you learn this, right? If you want to reach the different network, the MAC address will learn the gateway.
Gateway MAC
Gateway, right?
address.
So similarly, same thing. Here, you are reaching the different network. You should go to the gateway. So you need to define the gateway. It means next hop. So the syntax is same, guys. So how you will configure the default routing? Config terminal, IP route. So I am giving 0.0.0. It means any IP address. 0.0.0 means any IP address. It could be class A, class B, class C, class D, class C, anything. Whatever the IP address you want to reach. It's unknown IP address, right? I don't know. I don't have it in my routing table. So whatever the unknown route, you receive it, right? So how you will represent this unknown route? With the help of 0.0.0. It means it could be anything and any subnet mask. Any IP address with any subnet mask, okay, it should go to the gateway. What gateway it is? 192.168.24.2. 24.2. The Airtel, we are giving the Airtel gateway. Generally, it could be the public IP. Generally, we used to give this is a public IP because it's a public IP, right? So this Airtel, we have a internet. See, whatever the network, right? After configuring this, the data will
Sir,
come
the
here.
gateway will be 12.1, sir.
Why 12.1, man? The next hop. I'm on R1. I'm on R1.
Okay, sir, you are at R1, but
Yeah.
the first port to out the packet will be 12.1 or yeah,
No,
13.1
no.
that will be.
So see how you configure here. Tell me how you configure the static route here.
Okay, sir, first I will go to Google, then the next hop will be 24.2,
Yeah.
24.0,
Similarly,
then
so to reach, see to reach 8.8.8 or something, right? So where am I? R1. So it could be anything. See, this is the it could be anything. You can configure manually also 8.8.8 and the subnet mask, and you have to give the gateway, right? So it's a similar syntax, same syntax, but you are giving 0.0. That's it. It's a any IP address with a subnet mask. It will go to the gateway. So that is the syntax of static route, right? You configure a static route just now, and how come? See how you configure the static route here. Here 1.0 you have configured. 13, sorry, suppose 12.0 you have configured here, and the subnet mask. You gave 24.2. It's a gateway, right? It's a gateway, Airtel gateway here from Google to here.
okay, okay, sir,
Have you
okay.
given 24.4 here? No,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Have
there was a 24.4. I said just only 24.4, sir. That's why I tell yes.
okay, so you should not give a next stop as a 24.4 here. You should give next stop as here. Based on the topology, what is the next stop? I'm traveling from Google to Airtel. What is the next stop? Based on the topology, 24.2, right? Similarly, I'm on R1 router. I want to reach any network, not only the Google. I want to reach any network, okay, with any subnet mask. I'm going to I'm giving to the Airtel gateway. So Airtel is a service provider. It is having all internet access, right? Airtel is a service provider. It is having the all internet access. So that whatever the packets I'm receiving it, I'm just forwarding to the Airtel. Airtel will take care of it. That's it. Okay. So whatever it is right here, it is receiving it here. This 8.8.8 destination IP address is not there in my routing table. However, I have a default route. If the route is not there in my routing table, I have a default route. The packet will go to the gateway. What gateway is 24.2? It will go to the Airtel. Now Airtel will have a how to reach 8.8.8. So it will go to here and it will ping. Okay, let's see that. So here I'm going to configure two default routes, right? We have two paths to reach Google. One is Airtel, one is Tata. Now, how you will configure here? If you want to configure two static routes, just now I told you at the Google to this SBI branch office, we have two paths and we use one specific thing. What is that? Hello?
AD value, sir.
Yes,
Numbers.
AD value. So currently I'm thinking that my SBI branch office having a good connection with Airtel. Airtel is a very good connection. That's why I'm preferring the value of 5 now. So now I'm going to configure another default route with gateway is Tata. What is the Tata gateway? 34 dot,
3.
is it 34.3 or what?
34.3, sir.
See carefully. I'm on R1 on R3.
It's 13.3, sir.
13.3 and I'm
13.
giving 10.
సార్ పైన 12.2 ఇవ్వాలి సార్.
Ekkada? Yeah. That's
Ah,
correct. That's
12.2.
correct. That's correct, man. That's great. Yeah, let's remove this. Okay. Arey yaar. Okay. Fine. Let's configure this. Okay. We route. ఇక్కడ
సార్
ఏంటి?
ఇంకో చిన్న డౌట్ సార్.
యా అడగండి బ్రదర్.
సార్ మీరు ఇందాక గూగుల్‌లో ఏడీ వాల్యూ 2 ఇచ్చాయి. 5 అక్కడ సేమ్ ఏడీ వాల్యూ ఇవ్వాలా సార్? R1లో
No.
కూడా?
You can take anything, man. 1 to 255 మధ్యలో you can take anything.
ఓకే. ఓకే సార్.
So see this. See, I'm giving a question mark. If you give a question mark, it will show you what are the possible commands after this statement. See,
ఓకే.
AD value 1 to 255. You can give anything.
ఓకే సార్.
So I'm giving the less AD value for preferring this path. So can you check show IP route now? See in the routing table. I don't have any default route here, man. Why? 1 second. Did I configure it? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Now do show IP route.
ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ఇన్
Yeah.
ఎంట్రీ చేయండి అక్కడ. G1/0.
So interface
G1/0.
dot 1 and the subnet mask here and no shutdown. And one more interface is 2/0 IP address 192.168. What is that? 13.1, right?
Once.
255.255.255.0 and no shutdown. So now you can see IP route, the routing table, right? .0.0. So they are the same static only. Syntax is same. Static route syntax and default route syntax is same. But in default route, you do unknown representation. Unknown means 0.000. So if any packet comes with, if any packet arrives here, right, the destination IP address is not there in my routing table. Now see, I am pinging 8.8.8.8. So the packet will arrive on R1. Now R1 will check the destination IP address. What is the destination IP address? 8.8.8. Do I have the 8.8.8 in my routing table? No.
No sir.
Right? What it will choose? It will choose
Default gateway.
default gateway. So it will go to the Airtel 12.2. Now from Airtel, so do I have the IP? Do I have the? See, let's go on Airtel now. So Airtel will receive it. It will check the destination IP address is 8.8.8. 8.8.8 is there in Airtel routing table. This is Airtel. Is it there? Yes, it is there. It is going via 24.4. Right? The packet will go here. Now Google receives this. Google check the 8.8.8. Hey, 8.8.8 is my IP address. It is directly connected. Let me respond. Now Google will generate a reply packet. Now tell me what could be the source IP here.
8.8.8 sir.
Yes, very good. 8.8.8 is the source IP. What is the destination IP?
24. 192.168.1.1 sir.
1.1. Where it came from? 1.1. So now Google will check. Do I have 1.1 in my routing table? Yes. 1.0 is there. Right? 1.0 is there. 1.0 means the entire network is there. 1.1 to 1.254. All IP addresses are listed in this network, right? Yes, it is there. So that it will ping. Can we check it now? Can we do the uh, proof? Earlier it was not ping, right? Can we ping now? See, now it is pinging. We are sending a packets, and what is the time latency? It is showing 71 milliseconds, right? We are able to ping Google, right? This is how. So can we check the trace route? So trace route is this 8.8.8. What path it is choosing now? It is choosing via, first it is going via routers. 1.0 is the router gateway, and it is choosing the path is 12.2. 12.2 is Airtel, and it is going via 12.2 and
Airtel.
24.4. Yeah, it is going via Airtel. Now can we test this? Now we are an SBI branch. Airtel is having issues. It means Airtel is shut down. Can we shut down the Airtel link and test it whether it is pinging or not? I want to initiate a ping continuously. Okay, -t. Okay, I have initiated a continuous ping. Let's see. I'm on R1. Let's detach this. Okay, see carefully. Okay, I'm on R1 router. I'm going to shut down the link. So the link which is going via Airtel is G1/0. So I'm going to shut down the 1/link config terminal interface G1/0. I'm going to shut down the Airtel link so that the traffic is automatically go to the Tata. So let's see whether it will work or not. See, I shut down the link and the ping is stopped responding, and now it is completely going. See, is there any packet loss here? No packet loss observed, right? Have you seen any packet loss here? No, right? So can we check which path it is going? See, trace .8.8. So it is going via Tata now. 13.3 is Tata, right? 13.3 is Tata now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
13.3 is Tata. So we proved that we have configured a default routing. The help of default routing. So we have it to see what you have to mention in your resume. I was in so we went to a SBI branch. We have configured a router. In that router, we have configured a DHCP services as well as a default routing towards the ISPs. What are the ISPs here? Airtel and Tata. Okay. So what configuration you have done? You have done only default routing. I just mentioned. So primary path is Airtel and the secondary path is Tata by using of the administrative distance. So what administrative distance you mentioned here? This thing AD value. Okay, static route IP route 0.0.0. See, simple. Show run section 0.0.0.0. So you can see, oh, okay, 0.0. So you will see this. These are the two routes you configured it. One is Airtel. Airtel I preferred with the AD value of 5. The second report is Tata. Okay, yeah. So that's it. And whatever we configure static route, right, in real time in the service provider environment, they use BGP, not static route. However, for practicing purpose, for to teach static routing, I just configured. We need a reachability, whatever the routing protocol, just for lab purpose. Okay. So actually, I should not explain this to you, but extra time I can, it is helping for you only. Okay, so I'm just telling explaining you the extra thing. Okay, however, it will be very advantage for you to configure static routing and to practice on it. Okay, so in the real time. So today we have completed default routing and static routing. Any questions? So where you have configured static routing? Airtel, Google and Tata. And R1 router in SBI branch office, we configured default routing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So what we achieved, so my SBI office, how many computers we have? 3 computers here. Real time, you can take 4 computers, 10 computers also. All the SBI branch officers, they can able to access internet. How they will access? We have a router in SBI branch office. We just configure a default route here with the gateway of service provider IP. Generally, it should be a public IP. So it's a point-to-point IPs are public IPs. In internet, the IP addresses are public IPs. We are using private IP address in local area network, not in publicly. Okay, so public. So if you want to establish a connection with Airtel, right, or Tata, it's a public service providers. So we use public. However, for lab purpose, we use just private IP addresses. Okay, so this is a real-time stuff. Please implement. This is a original real-time project, I can say. Okay, so wherever you go in SBI branch office, because I implemented this, whatever I have implemented in the field, I'm teaching you here. So no, generally they will explain you the syntax of default routing and use of it, but I'm explaining with the application, I'm explaining with the real-time stuff. Okay, so this is how it works. Currently we have taken an example of Google server. So from PC1 to where is the PC1? PC1 is here. We are able to ping Google or not? We achieved this or not? Also we have two paths. We shut down one path and we tested with Tata also. Is it working? Yes, it's working, right? So that's all for today. Any questions if you have, please let me know now. Any
No,
questions? Yeah.
in actual route selection based on the prefix, long prefix కూడా చూసుకునేది ఫస్ట్
That is
ప్రిఫర్.
different thing, man. Wait, hold your nerves, okay?
ఓకే
Dynamic routing చెప్పినప్పుడు చెప్తా అది. Okay?
ఓకే.
So that is different stuff. Concentrate on default routing and static routing. Okay. So the route selection process, as you said, right? It will always, please go on mute. It will always select longest prefix match first. That, yes, that's correct. Whenever we discuss about dynamic routing protocols, I'll explain you that. Okay. Yeah. So this is the difference between static routing and default routing. So what is the difference between static and default routing? Static routing, you add the routes manually into the routing table, right? Default routing, you just give whatever the route, unknown route it is there, right? You just give 0.0.0. If I don't have route in my routing table, it will go to the gateway. That's it. Static routing in the sense, precisely we are adding the route. Whatever the route you want to add, precisely, correctly, you are adding the route. But default route is not like that. You don't need to add the routes. You just mention 0.0. It could be anything. Any route should go to the gateway. That's it. Any unknown route. I don't have route in my routing table. So anyhow, I have a default route. It go to the gateway. Understood? Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, please do lab and implement it. Okay. So I will share the screenshots here and please implement it and let me know if you have any issues. Okay. So do you need these screenshots here? So do you want me to explain this screenshot? Do you need this screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, I think I have a screenshot of previous batch. It's a very good thing. Let's see whether it is having or not. I think it's having here. Okay. This is good, right? Static route syntax. Can I share this?
Yes, sir. Yes, you will share.
Okay.
Yes, yes, bro.
Okay. I think it was shared by me only. Okay. It's a 7R7R5. Just numbering is different only. Okay. So I'll share this as well. And okay, current one as well. I'll share it. Okay. This one also I will share it. You can implement whatever you want. Okay. It's just for your reference only. Okay. Everyone understood today class? I'm just curious because only few people only are responding.
Some bouncers hit the head, sir, but finally we won the match.
Okay. Fine. When you have right, you will do century. Okay. Easily. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So labs are very important. Okay. Initially, during when I was explaining, you are able to understand, right? Generally, whatever I am explaining, you are able to understand during class. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, sir.
yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So do labs, it will be very clear for you. Whenever you're doing it right, do some mistakes, learn something new, and it will be clear for you. After successfully completion of lab, right, you felt very happy. Yesterday, one guy was like was so happy. I'm not sure who is that. So he's saying something, right? Uh, he's very happy. Thank you so much. So day by day, he's getting confidence because he's doing labs. So please do labs. You will get a confidence. Okay. In case if you stuck anywhere, post here as well as troubleshooting group. Okay. Okay. Fine, guys. That's all for today. I'm stopping the recording.